So in the gaming space, we've always had, at least from what I can remember, back to like the early 90s, late 80s, console wars, of course, ripping down other consoles and people trying to say this one's better than the other. But it's also extended to games. This game's better than that game. And when you see a lot of the negative and toxic behavior, you'd say at times online, and it's of course grown with Twitter and social media, when you see something that makes no sense from the outside, with Animal Crossing and Doom.
Your destination is a peaceful island where it's the little things that count.
Having one of the greatest crossovers leading up to a release for both games that I've ever seen, it really stands out. Like, it's one of the best things I've seen online so far. And we're going to take a look at what's going on here. A ton of different memes that are being put out there. Some awesome fan artwork, and just one of the weirdest things I've seen, but it's worked so well online. So that's what we take a look at today after we have a quick word from our sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word entertainment and has certainly made it a lot easier for me to get through different books, whether it's bestsellers, business, news, and even self-development. For me, it's been getting harder to find a good uninterrupted block of time to sit down and read through a good book with how busy my life has been getting recently. Audible makes it possible with their selection of different audiobooks to experience these stories while commuting or at the gym. They also have other things to listen to like A-list comedy and even podcasts. A book that I have really enjoyed is Console Wars by Blake J. Harris, which tells the story of the battle between Sega and Nintendo from the late 80s on into the early 90s. There is some really interesting behind-the-scenes information with the Genesis and Super Nintendo, as well as a detailed story of Sega rising up to battle it out with the then near monopoly of Nintendo. Visit audible.com/spawnwave or text spawnwave to 500-500 to find out more. That's audible.com/spawnwave. Thanks again to Audible for sponsoring the video. So if you're unaware, of course, Doom Eternal was supposed to come out at the end of last year, and it got delayed to the same day as Animal Crossing, March 20th. Now, Animal Crossing, what's really funny is it was supposed to come out last year. Remember, they said 2019, and it also got delayed. So both of these games have been delayed out of 2019. Animal Crossing we didn't have an exact date for. Doom we did. It was like right at the end of November. But now they're both coming out on the same day. And it seems that rather than have the fan bases actually clash and fight over which game you should pick up that day, because that is something that people are trying to figure out right now. I mean, they're each $60 games, and a lot of times you have to make a decision, which game am I buying that day, or even if you buy both of them, which game do you play first? Well, rather than fight over it and say, oh, I'm not getting Doom, Animal Crossing's out, right? Doom's just a mindless shooter, or Animal Crossing, there's no combat there. You're living a life. I'm trying to get away from life when I play a video game. Those are things I've seen all over the place, right, for arguments about either game. But that's not how the subreddits are handling it. And it's very, very interesting to watch. So much so, by the way, that you can see this here. Doom, the Twitter handle, I mean, check this out. Doom, this was during of course, the announcement for the Direct. It says, tune in on February 20th, of course, check out the Direct, which turned out to be very good for Animal Crossing. And then Doom asked, will Isabelle be there? Yeah, that's been the whole thing right now, is you have Doom Guy and you have Isabelle seemingly at times teaming up to take down the evil Tom Nook. By the way, Tom Nook is one of the best characters in Animal Crossing. I don't care what anyone says, okay? Tom Nook is awesome. He's been there since the start, all right? But if you go back from there, the Doom social media account has kind of been on this for a bit, right? It's not like it just started recently. If you look here, NoClip actually asked, this is back at the end, the last day of 2019, December 31st, said, what 2020 game would you like a documentary on or a doc on? And you can see Doom's in there, Last of Us in there, Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy VII Remake. But then here comes Doom saying Animal Crossing. I guess that's maybe where it all started. I'd have to see how far this goes back, but I feel like that's really the first time I remember seeing it, I said, Animal Crossing, that's interesting. Hey, maybe the person running the social account really likes Animal Crossing. It's a popular series, so that would make some sense. But let's take a look at some of the fan art and the memes that people putting together. Now we have both IGN and Game Revolution, who kind of made a large compilation of all of the different memes with links to the different Reddit posts and Twitter posts. So I'll leave these down below if you want to kind of scroll through them as well, or maybe even get a better picture of the fan art and all of that, because there's some good stuff in here. The running theme is basically that, as you see, Doom Guy and Isabelle are both fans of each other. Isabelle apparently is very violent behind the scenes, okay? Loves Doom. But, I mean, let's be real. Doom is awesome. I'm really looking forward to Doom Eternal. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to play first. I feel like you play Doom Eternal, and then after you're done that, you kind of sit down and you relax with Animal Crossing, especially if you're playing at night and you're getting ready for bed. You're like, I'll play some Animal Crossing to kind of calm down. I imagine the heart rate kind of peaks during Doom Eternal, and you can kind of calm it down with Animal Crossing. But I do like the idea that Isabelle and Doom Guy are working together. We, of course, have the March 20th. This is great, by the way. The March 20th March 20th, 2020 release with Doom Guy and Isabelle together there with the thumbs up. But one of the best things about this, it's great, is that not only is there fan art, you have people from either subreddit going over to the other subreddit. So you have Animal Crossing fans going over to Doom's subreddit and Doom fans going over to Animal Crossing subreddit and just exchanging different bits of fan art. Seriously, like, look at this. Hope all of you enjoy New Horizons as much as we will for Doom Eternal. March is going to be a good month. And seriously, that's been the theme now, is either side going over to the other subreddit and saying, hey, March 20th, it's going to be awesome. Both games are coming out. And it is interesting because maybe it's because the games are so different in terms of just the overall theme of it, right? I mean, in one, you are literally running through killing several demons, slaying them, right? Gruesome ways at times. On the other side, you're kind of fixing up an island. It's nice and quiet and serene, and it's just relaxing. I do also believe that most likely there are a lot of people on either subreddit who's going to buy both games. Like, I know Doom Eternal got delayed out for the Switch, and that does kind of hurt it because I do feel like there are a lot of Switch owners who would have bought both. Like, I know Animal Crossing could have affected those sales for Doom Eternal, right? I mean, if it was on the Switch, it probably would have, like, people would have gone to GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, looked at both of them in the glass and said, well, I got to go with one. I'll go with Animal Crossing. I'll get Doom later. But Doom Eternal looks so good. So I understand why people are unsure as which way to go with it. This is probably my favorite one here. This image of Isabelle and Doom Guy, with Isabelle, of course, rolling with the minigun, apparently, blowing away demons. I like the blur kind of on the front as well. There's just so many of the two of them working together, literally slaying demons. But then there are also a couple of Doom Guy in the Animal Crossing setting, like this one, for example, here with Doom Guy helping to cut some logs, and Tom Nook, of course, overseeing everything. Hey, he's getting stuff done, all right? Don't hate on Tom Nook there, saying art by me, excited for Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing. They're surprisingly similar in how relaxing they both are. Okay, feel free to repost, just credit me, please. And you can follow them there with that Instagram. Again, all this is posted down below if you want to check out more of it. It looks like it's from Papa Pepe. This is the other one that I really like. It says from Rye Spirit. And they do have Tom Nook as the devil, which, again, look, Tom Nook is out there upgrading houses and providing that 50,000 bell extension on your loan. But you didn't even have to try to figure out what you wanted your house to look like. He just did it for you, right? But I do like Mr. Rossetti in the background there with the red eyes. That makes a lot of sense for him. Twitter was really good as well. When Doom, the Twitter handle, posted, will Isabelle be there? Everyone showed up and started posting all kinds of memes below that, whether it was this one here from Doom Skater with Animal Crossing on one side here, and then on the other side, of course, you have Doom with changing music. I thought that was really well done there. But this one is great, mostly because it's in Doom, of course. So you're playing the old school Doom. You're picking up Animal Crossing from the bookshelf, and you're walking over and you're trying to buy Animal Crossing in Doom. One copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons, please. This one hits a little close to home and is not even necessarily about Animal Crossing in Doom. It's more about Half-Life fans just being left out. Half-Life 3 is just never going to happen. But if you want to see more of it, head over to the subreddits for either of them. I see different memes and fan art posted constantly. Like every day there's more of it posted, and it's someone from Animal Crossing subreddit posting on Doom subreddit, Doom posting on Animal Crossing, and it's all in good fun and everyone's just having a good time with it. It is an unlikely crossover, yes, but a welcomed one. A really, really fun thing to see in this day and age with gaming, where we see a lot of companies do some crazy stuff and some frustrating stuff, and a lot of times gaming can end up being back and forth with arguments and others. It's a lot of fun just to see two communities come together and just have a good time, as they both waited out for March 20th to get here, and it just happened to be Animal Crossing and then Doom. You didn't think they mixed, but apparently they mix really, really well. Thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you like the video on the way out if you enjoyed it. Dislike it if not. And I'll see you guys next time.